Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming, and welcome to a quick roundup of some of the best deals on the Humble Spring Sale. So a few days ago I mentioned that the Spring Sale has started and this will end on the 24th of May. And one of the guys asked me if I could make like a best of type video. So here it is. And what I've done is I've picked some of the games that I think are well priced. And once again, this will benefit people who are in, say, the US, Canada, UK, EU region. If you are in India or Russia or in the Southeast Asian countries, the regional prices on Steam would be cheaper for you for most games. And yeah, so I'll go over some of the games here and I'll start with the most expensive to the cheapest. So first up is F1 2017, and this is the latest F1 game, and this is 70% off down to $17.99 US dollars. So this is about the same price it goes on Steam as well. Next up we have the Painkiller Complete Pack, and this is $13.99 for all the Painkiller games. Now I'm not familiar with this series too much, so these are the contents of the pack, and you have, I believe this would be the main game, Painkiller Hell and Damnation. These would be the DLCs, and I would expect these to be the other games. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the series, but if you do, please let us know like how many games there are in total. Next we have Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. This is only $9.99. Now the Dark Souls games don't really go on a good sale most of the time. They never drop the prices. So this is a good price for the second Dark Souls game. Only $9.99, 75% off. Next we have Company of Heroes, World War II strategy RTS game. Very popular and 75% off as well, $4.99. Next we have Enslaved Odyssey to the West Premium Edition. This is one of my favorite games. I have actually done a full let's play on my channel, and this is a Namco Bandai title, and this is also another game that does not go on a great sale. So this is as low as I've seen, and this one also is a game that is not affected by the regional prices. So whether you are in India or in the US, you'll pay about the same after conversion. So $4.99 is the cheapest I've seen on Steam, so grab it if you are interested. Next we have Guzzlers Extreme. This is also $4.99, a car combat racing type game, and this is a bit different, sort of like Mad Max. And I actually have this game, but I still haven't played this. I bought it last year, I think, during the summer sale. So $4.99, looks good, but like I said, I haven't had the time to play this. Next we have Titan Quest Anniversary Edition, another action RPG, fairly old game, but it's still very popular and still updated. This is the anniversary edition, so about 10 years after the game came out, they introduced the anniversary edition, which was like an updated version of the game with fixes and community patches, etc. And they even released a separate expansion just end of last year called Ragnarok. That is not included in this. So this one will contain the main game Titan Quest and the Immortal Throne expansion. The latest expansion is sold separately, and that is also on sale for $9.99. Then we have something called Fortified. Now this is a real, I don't know if it's real time, it's a strategy, a third-person shooter with tower defense elements. So you basically are in the 1950s and you have to fight off a alien invasion. Basically looks cool. The art style is sort of cartoony and looks a bit different. Interesting looking game. 80% off down to only $2.99. Next we have Deadly Premonition, the director's cut. This is $2.49. I believe this was a PlayStation game that was later ported to PC, and this is, like I said, the director's cut, only $2.49. This is a bit of a horror murder mystery type game. It's a weird game, that's what I've heard about this one. So yeah, $2.49, 90% off. Next we have Rock of Ages. This is a very funny game, very unusual game. Basically you control a giant boulder and you have to defeat your enemy by basically destroying their fortress, etc. I can't explain. I've played a little bit, but it's very funny. It sort of reminds me of Monty Python. Next we have Kings of Kung Fu, Masters of the Art. A fighter game, basically Kung Fu, and $149 only, 85% off. Looks a bit interesting, and yeah, only $149. Next up is the Puzzle Agent games, and this is a Telltale game, and you play as this guy Nelson Tethers, and you have to figure out the mystery of some disappearances in a small town. And the way this gameplay works is you solve different types of puzzles to progress the story. And the puzzles are not that difficult, but it's a very funny, interesting game. So the first game is only 99 cents, 80% off. The second game is 199, and you would need both the games for the full story. And finally, we have a couple of games, another Telltale series. This is Poker Night at the Inventory. This is the first one, and the second one is also 99 cents. And basically you play poker with some characters from certain different games. Similar concept for both of them, and GLaDOS from Portal is the sort of dealer. And yeah, if you like poker, if you know how to play poker, this would be fun. I unfortunately don't know how to play poker, so, but I have these games, and it looks interesting. And yeah, if you are interested in poker, that is. So yeah, that's a roundup of some games that looked interesting to me, and if there are more great deals, do mention them as well. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.